What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here, and I really thought I had caught up with everything going on at TGS, which is currently happening. So a lot of news, a lot of announcements left and right, and just a couple of maybe an hour or two ago, Konami actually did an announcement, and it's with regards to Suikoden. Apparently Suikoden 1 and 2 are gonna get remasters, which I didn't see that coming at all. Now before I continue, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. As we all know, Konami recently, when it comes to the video game areas, has not been doing fairly well. I mean, they give zero shits, so we haven't gotten anything big from them, especially with them owning very big franchises like Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Castlevania. So I really wasn't expecting them announcing something, and well, it seems they announced a remaster or HD remaster for Suikoden 1 and Suikoden 2. Suikoden is a role-playing video game series created by Yoshitaka Murayama, and the first one came out in 1995 for the PlayStation 1, and the second one came out in 1998. Both games are beloved, and people have a lot of positive things to say about those two games, so it is amazing that they are bringing it back so more people can experience it. Sadly though, if you do know the situation with Suikoden, you do know that the developers and creator left the company, so these remasters have nothing to do with the original developer team. The original developer team is actually working on a spiritual successor, which is Eiyuden Chronicles, which had a Kickstarter that was extremely successful, and that game is supposed to come out 2023. Though it's not as strange for games to get remaster, and obviously the original team not being there anymore. So it is what it is. I do understand maybe some people feel conflict about it, but I feel in the end of the day, at least Konami is doing something with this franchise instead of letting it rot. At least we will be able to play the games in HD and have it accessible in modern platforms. So far, the game is announced for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, and it's supposed to launch 2023. There is a Steam page available if you guys want to check it out. So for Suikoden 1, here is the brief description. A once renowned hero turns into a violent tyrant. An empire falls into decline. A liberation army is rising up in an act of rebellion against an oppressive rule. One by one, the 108 stars of destiny gather to shape the course of history. So I really don't want to spoil or talk too much about Suikoden 1. I'm just gonna leave it there if you guys haven't played it. Now, they also have an overview for Suikoden 2, which is our story's hero and his friend are members of the Unicorn Youth Brigade, which participated in a drawn-out border dispute with the Highland Kingdom and the city-states of Jostown. A few months earlier, a truce agreement was signed between the two forces, both which were happy to see the end to the fighting. However, hidden under the momentary peace, the fires of a new war continued to smolder. Now, they did say there are some key features, so what we can look forward to in this HD remaster. So here are all background illustrations have been upgraded to high definition. Updated effects breathe new life into the pixel art animation. New environmental sound effects to immerse yourself in this fantasy world. Battle special effects are also now HD and add a new level of realism. Newly added autosave, battle fast forward, and conversation log. Some of the stuff that they are adding is like a nice quality of life update. Through and through, the game in itself I felt looked amazing, especially how they approach the art style and the pixel art. It was a beautiful looking game, and I still think in some areas it is, and it's also very unique. So if you haven't played it, the footage is probably going to be rolling. You might notice that the way that it is approached is not as your typical, JRPG of the time. They actually play a bit with the camera. It's a bit more creative, I would say, and it looked amazing, and I still think it looks great. For me, I really wasn't expecting this. As I said, Konami recently when it comes to video games they don't care much about. They are sitting on a lot of franchises and they haven't done anything with them. So the fact that they are doing something with Suikoden is pretty amazing in itself. So I am hoping this means Konami might do something with their catalog, at least, especially, some of the games that have so much history, they decide to make it more accessible to modern platforms. Put it on PC, put it on PS5, Xbox Series, just make it accessible. I think in the end of the day, I'm excited for this. I am definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna keep an eye out for any information about these remasters, and hopefully this turns out to be something amazing and they don't fuck it up. But yeah guys, as always, it's not just about me. What are your thoughts? Are you excited for the HD remasters of Suikoden? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.